Dave, I know last night we talked about just kind of how you look to deploy the bullpen, and you managed it with a feeling of urgency. Do you see kind of just moving forward until some of these high leverage key arms get back? Is it more like truly a matchup driven, or how do you kind of just approach managing the bullpen right
now? I think it's certainly night to night, but I think tonight, the hope is that we can get more out of Blake tonight. Everyone in the pen's available, which is a good thing, and do whatever we feel is best to win that game. So I think that being mindful of up downs, and like I said yesterday, that tonight again is not game 7, but just kind of watching how the game plays out and kind of take shots or chances when I feel is needed.
How have you seen just these guys, whether it's someone like Alexis Diaz, who's been adamant that he does feel with mechanical changes he can get back to that all-star closer level, seeing these young players like Jack Dreyer, Ben Gasparius stepping in these key situations? How are you seeing players just evolve and being available in different spots that maybe you didn't see to kind of start the season?
Well, I think that, to start the season, there's certain guys that are probably in roles and positions that we probably didn't foresee at the outset of the season. But because of circumstances, that's kind of the way it's played out. And I think for me, it's just been good. Obviously for me, yesterday with Alexis closing out the game or starting the 9th inning, he's done it before. So I felt that he wasn't going to run from it. And then obviously with Jack and Ben to, at a couple of different times to pick up Blake and finish a game, I think has been good for them and their growth. And so I think for me, it's, when you have certain guys that are throwing the baseball well, some guys are not, it just makes it, easier when you feel like you can put any guy in any spot and they can kind of are prepared for it. So, I guess a silver lining is with the injuries that we've had, guys have had opportunities to grow, and looking forward, the expectation is to play in a lot of meaningful baseball games.
Normally you've done the Smith third, Freddie fourth against a lefty. What sort of did you want to do against Smith?
I think it's just more of Morehome's a guy that they really value, and just to kind of make there be a little bit of a tax if they want to run him to get to Shohei. Cease is sort of a neutral guy, and so he's a guy that they count on for a lot of pitches, and so I just felt that flipping those two, there was just only upside right there.
How difficult is it to sort of map out late innings of the game when you know that how good that bullpen is back there?
It's good, and I think that's why I think you saw me earlier last night try to bunt to get some guys in score position to kind of stay away from those guys in the pen.
Did you watch Kirby's live, and what'd you think?
I thought it was good. I thought the fastball was good, has been good. I thought the split, and that's kind of the thing that he's been kind of mindful of, and I thought I think he probably threw 9 of them, something like that, and I thought 5 or 6 of them he caught really, really good, and the other ones weren't bad. So I thought today was a productive day. So early next week, probably Tuesday, we'll get him on a rehab assignment. So that's exciting for him.
Is it OKC?
It's gonna be OKC, yeah. Him and Tanner. Both.
Tanner's ready?
Correct.
On
Tuesday.
Dave, Alex Vesia has been one of your highest performing relievers all year. He's given up 4 runs in his last 4 appearances. Just what do you see from him lately?
With Alex, I think there's just it's just a little bit off. Obviously, the uncharacteristic hit batsman yesterday, but I think that it's one of those things, and I talked to him, that it's kind of the ebb and flows of baseball, where he was on this heater where nothing went wrong and didn't give up a run, and right now he's in it. And it's whether it's our offense that struggles at times, or the starting pitching, or the pen, or him individually, it's part of it. So I think for me, I love the way that he managed that inning, given how it started. And we get the sacrifice bunt, and then he gives up 1 run instead of 3 or 4. So I think that's for me is growth, and then to be able to hand it to Blake to then put an end to that inning. So I'm not too concerned about Alex. He's healthy, he feels good, and I trust him.
Is Hyeseong Kim still on track for rehab next week?
He is, I think so. I'm not sure which day, but he's in a good spot, so it's going to be soon.
Did you talk to Roki?
I haven't talked to Roki. I think he's in town, but I haven't seen him yet.
He was playing catch.
Okay, yeah, and I'm not sure exactly which day next week he's pitching, but he's scheduled to pitch next week though.
It's more like a bigger picture question, but like, you and Clouders have kind of gotten to this point in different ways. Like, do you guys feel like organization, you guys approach the regular season in different ways? Obviously, you guys always talk about the long view and stuff like that. We've seen how aggressive they've been at the deadline, how they sort of use relievers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know that one's better or worse, but I do think that, you know, appreciating the depth, the needed, the value of winning right now, winning, you know, as far as we can see out, you know, keeping players and things like that, how I manage with urgency versus kind of, you know, win the war, not the battle, kind of that mindset. But yeah, I mean, that's how we do things. But yeah, obviously the things that they've done in the past of urgency speak to, you know how hungry they are.
Dave, compared to previous years, how much better are you equipped with this starting pitching group? And then also, how vital is this group in the stretch run?
Very, very important. I think the thing is that it's a talented starting pitching group, and we just need length. We need you know, the guys to do their jobs, because you know, right now if you look at our club, it's an offense that's talented, and it's a starting pitching staff that's very talented, and the guys at Penn have been fantastic. But as far as track records of guys, you know, it makes life a lot easier, starting the regular season, for them to allow us to deploy guys, rest guys in the pen in their rightly spots. So this is going to be a big sort of stretch here this next week for our starters.
I'm just curious, Bobby Miller, he's had a lot of success down there, transitioning to his new role as a reliever. The velocity's up. Just curious if you've heard anything about him. And of course, if your bullpen fills out, you have a ton of talent, but could he be an option if the right opportunity presents itself?
Yeah, I think so. Bobby is really embraced going to the pen and finishing games, and he's you know, been very efficient using his mix. The fastball's been much better. He's still a part of what we're trying to do, but certainly it's a different role right now. But yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, but he's also got to continue to pitch well, and we'll see. But happy to see Bobby on the baseball.